It is day 11. Only a few more to go. Can you believe it? I'm definitely feeling a little bit better today. I hope you watched yesterday's reel. I really touched upon kind of showing up when you really don't feel like it, because that's how I was feeling. So if you haven't watched yesterday's reel, definitely take a peek, because I really talk about the goal of this challenge, which is to give yourself 10 minutes of grounding, of space, of checking in, and how that's like more important than doing the actual poses. So if you haven't seen it, you can go ahead and check it out. All right, we're gonna start today. How do I want to start? Let's start on the mat, sitting on our knees. We won't be here super long, but if you want a little extra padding underneath, feel free. We're just gonna find this hero's pose for a minute. So sitting up nice and tall. Maybe the palms are facing up towards the sky, or if you want a little grounding, you can have the palms facing the quads. And just gently close the eyes or soften the gaze here. Just take a quick scan of the body. Notice how you're feeling. Are you achy? Are you sore? Do you feel like you have a lot of energy? Just kind of notice whatever's coming up. You can just acknowledge it. Then we're going to go ahead and take 3 big breaths in here. Inhale, really fill up the belly. Open up the mouth, let it out. Inhale, fill up the belly first. Breathe in. Open the mouth side out. Let's take one more big breath in. Really fill up, fill up, fill up. Hold it at the top. Exhale, let it go. Beautiful. You can gently flutter open the eyes if you'd like. We're going to take a couple of lifts up just to kind of stretch the front of our body. So on the inhale, you're going to come up onto the knees, reaching the arms up overhead, then gently behind you, a little arch, and then exhale, kind of swing the arms behind you, rounding the spine. I'm going to turn to the side just so you can see it from this angle. Inhale, come all the way up onto the knees. Give yourself a nice big stretch. Doesn't have to be super big. You're just kind of finding your stretch. And then exhale, sweep the arms. The head can come towards the chest. 2 more. Inhale. Kind of moving any stagnant energy. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. Gently come back up. You can find a tabletop from here. So separate those knees so that they are hip width distance, shoulders are right over those wrists, and then just start moving through your cat-cows. You're going to take about 4 breaths here. You can go right into hip circles. You can go right into wrist flips. I'm going to tuck my toes. Just keep breathing. Take a few more rounds of breath. One more breath. Exhale. Nice. And then we'll gently find a child's pose. I'm going to separate my knees as wide as the mat. You can always keep them a little closer together. Walking the arms forward, melting the heart down. Just let yourself land for a moment. If the forehead touches, maybe it's a little rock of the head side to side. Flutter out the lips. Letting the belly relax here. Just take a few breaths. Feeling the length in the back and the arms. 2 more inhales here. 2 more long exhales. Last one. Big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Nice. Gently come all the way up to your tabletop. And we're going to find some side stretching here. So I'm going to turn back to face you just so that you can see. But let's start by reaching the right knee up towards the right armpit. Take some hip circles here. They can be big, they can be really small. And then just reverse the direction. And then gently bring that right knee to the right tricep, straighten that right leg out, and then plant the foot down. Your right toes are facing the same direction as your fingertips. And then just give yourself a little rock back and forth. And gently come to stillness. The hands will be down, and then take some cat-cows in this position. So they're probably going to feel a little smaller because we obviously have a leg extended. You'll feel it maybe a little bit more into the pelvis, into the glute, little hamstrings, kind of all wrapping around the inside of the right hip. Just take a few cat-cows here. Last one. Nice. And gently come up onto that left knee. And then that left arm will reach up and over. Take a nice gate pose here. Full breath. Exhale. And we're going to go from here into a supported side plank. So keep that right foot planted, and you're just going to bring the left hand down, and the right arm will lift up. Keep that pinky toe planted on that right side, and then bring that right arm closer to the right ear, feeling the stretch through the right side. Whew. Full breath. Exhale. Nice. And then gently bring the hands down. You're going to be facing the back of your mat. Maybe, I don't know now at this point. I've turned so many times. Find a plank pose and lift the hips up, downward facing dog. Just give yourself a full round of breath. Exhale. Full breath in. Exhale. Then gently bring the knees down. We're going to find all that on the other side. So why don't we do it together? If you aren't already, turn so that you're lengthwise on your mat so you have space. And then we're going to lift the left knee up. Keep the leg bent and then take some circles here. Notice if this side feels any tighter. And just reverse the direction. And then bring that left knee to the left tricep, straightening that leg out and planting it down. So the left toes are facing the left side of the mat or the long side of the mat. Same as your fingertips. Give yourself a few rocks back and forth here. I like to tuck my back toe just for a little stability, but it really depends on if that feels okay in your knee. And then you're going to find a neutral spine and then start taking some cat-cows here. So again, it's probably a lot smaller than your usual tabletop cat-cows. And that's totally fine. That's kind of the point, is that we're isolating more of the lower body. Getting the stretch into more of the leg, the hip, the glutes here. Let's take a few more breaths. You can go as slow as you'd like. Maybe you're moving a little faster. Just be gentle. One more breath. Exhale. Gently come up onto that right knee. So your torso is facing forward. That left leg is still down. And we'll find that gate pose. So the opposite arm reaches up and over, stretching that whole right side. And then keep that length as we find the side, supported side plank. So let's keep that right knee where it is on the mat. Left foot stays planted, left arm peels up. And then really make sure that left pinky toe is rooted as you reach the left arm forward, feeling this nice stretch. You're creating space on the right side, so we're not dumping down. We're lifting up and reaching forward. Full breath. Exhale, bring that left hand down, find your plank, and lift the hips up, downward facing dog. Full inhale here. Exhale, let it go. And let's gently bring the knees down. We'll finish where we began here, on our knees in a hero's pose, coming up. I'm going to turn to face you. Closing the eyes, maybe bringing those palms down to the thighs, lifting the palms up if you want a little energy, palms down for a little grounding. Let's go ahead, take 3 big breaths in here. Fill up the belly on your inhale. Open up the mouth, let it out. Inhale, fill up. Sigh it out. Last one, big breath in. Let it come from the belly, up through the chest. Hold it extra at the top. And then open the mouth, let it all out. Beautiful work today, yogis. Let's find a prayer at Heart Center, giving ourselves a little gratitude for showing up today and for checking in on ourselves. If you have any questions, feel free to, of course, send me a DM. This will be available as a reel in a few minutes, and I will see you tomorrow at 1 o'clock for day 12. Bye.